the sanctuary. I mean, he's a funny guy. Like, I mean, the history behind him really comes from actually New Zealand heritage. His family were fruit growers, and they used to supply the Auckland and the Sydney markets back in the turn of the century. And when they retired up to here. But at the time, there was a lot of disease in the different fruits and vegetables that they used to supply the markets. They moved to Norfolk Island, and that's where they actually stayed for a long time before they moved to Currumbin in retirement. So Alex and the rest of his family came up with them. He grew a love affair of bees and keeping bees. Then it was native flowers to feed his bees, and so that's how he really started in that area, was actually getting the flowers to market, getting the honey to market. But of course, with native flowers came the wild lorikeets, and that's literally how Currumbin was born. Instead of getting rid of the wild lorikeets away from his prized blossoms that he had to take to market, he started to feed them on the side. And then the curiosity of the locals around have seen all these animals come in every morning, every afternoon, started to grow and grow. So by 1947, Alex, being the entrepreneur that he was, he realised the opportunity that he had in front of him really to start something special, and that something special continues every day at 8 o'clock in the morning and again at 4 o'clock in the afternoon for free for anyone to pop their head in to come and see. And if they want to go on and do more inside the park, then they certainly can, and obviously we'd love them to do, because we're a not-for-profit organisation. So it's one of those ones that we encourage people to spend as much money as you can when you're there, because every dollar stays inside the sanctuary, and it allows us to keep doing the fantastic work that we do there and have done for such a long time.
Yeah. Where are you from anyway?
Originally, I'm a Central Coast boy of Sydney, so up around that Gosford area there. Yeah. And I've been I was always wanted to get into the trades, want to be a bit of a tradie. My dad was a sparky.
Not too late.
I know.
It's not too late.
I could be a mature age apprentice or something like that.
I can see you now with a tool belt. Maybe not, actually.
Yeah, no. It was something I wanted to do, but my old man, being a sparky, said, "Nah, work too hard. Don't do it again, and something else you can talk." So I got into tourism, and that's seen me travel the world. And I've 25 years later, I've had the chance to live up in North Queensland for a good period of time, in and around Sydney, and as I said, travel the world. It's been fantastic. But got to love Gold Coast. I've been here, as I said, nearly 6 years now, and just it feels like home.
Yeah, so all the family's still in Gosford area?
My parents and so forth are all in that area there, so I still get to go down.
That's a beautiful part of town too.
Yeah, nice, yeah.
It's always funny, because I had a girlfriend from Terrigal for a while, so I was often
Everyone has a girlfriend from Terrigal.
In fact,
and was the name Jenny?
The best-looking girls were always at Terrigal, there's no doubt about it.
The funny thing about Terrigal is it's Australia's all beautiful, right? But the Terrigal and Central Coast has got that beautiful beach. But funnily enough, for some reason, the Gold Coast has this sand, this
and palm trees.
It's like a little gritty.
Coconut
it's beautiful.
trees.
It's like a little yellow and gritty in the Central Coast area. But yeah, something about the Gold Coast sand that I've dawned on lately just.
I think if you were to look at it like this, I reckon Gosford, and the beaches areas of the Central Coast could almost be the Gold Coast if it wasn't so close to Sydney, and it just basically got swallowed up to be an outer suburb of Sydney. Whereas the Gold Coast is far enough away that just doesn't happen. So it's it's a fantastic part of the world. Definitely loved it, but. I'm glad to be on the Gold Coast. Yeah, that's it.
Great.
Definitely.
Look at me just promoting.
Okay, here's a little bit of trivia. Do you know where there's coconut trees on the Gold Coast?
Do I know where there's coconut trees? Yes, on the towers that give us our mobile signal.
Yeah, that's true.
It is true.
Seen one?
Oh, I've seen one. They've made the mobile signal towers look like coconut trees.
Really?
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, wow.
Wow, there you go.
I actually spotted coconuts at Snapper Rocks, right there where you have a shower, but that's another story. Great. So what's happening in the park today? Could you tell us something that interests you about what they're doing there?
Oh, look, a standard day at Currumbin, we'll always start off with the lorikeet feeding, and we'll always finish with the lorikeet feeding, because that's basically how we got started. Over the years it's evolved, and we've added 13 shows, and a lot of those are kids shows. At the moment we're working with the Blinky Bill franchise, and Blinky Bill appears twice daily for the kids and does a great show and teaches them good things like reuse, recycle, rethink about how you go about your actions, and try and embed that lifelong learning with those kids. So I've got Cindy. She's going crazy over here because I said Blinky Bill.
Oh my God, you don't understand. Blinky Bill busking.
Blinky Bill busking.
You know how last year, I don't know if you know this, Drew, but we had a little bit of a crazy pre-festival marketing thing and got a bald, buff, body-painted busker running alongside...
It was one of our kangaroo mascots.
Kangaroo and
Yeah.
Edge Genesis at the time, they're Captain Genesis.
Yep.
We have to do Blinky Bill busking.
Yes. I don't know if Blinky's completely musical, but if he is, we can certainly talk to him if he'd be happy about
Yes, can you?
it. Sure.
Oh my God, this is going to be fabulous.
Pressuring the man
on
live
main
on tape.
main stage, we have to do this.
Blinky busking.
And, oh my God, here, it gets better.
Yes.
Greg Daven alongside playing ukulele tunes.
Oh, geez, the pressure's on now, isn't it?
Oh my God, we so have to do this. We so have to.
Look at him edging towards the door.
Yeah, if I wasn't connected, I'd probably be out the door by now. Yeah, my 4 ukulele lessons does not entitle me to get up on stage just yet.
I'm sure you're pretty good.
What about what was his name? Ranger Ricky. Is he still about?
Yeah. So Ranger Ricky's gone on to greener pastures. He does a lot of kid stuff up in and around. He was great, Ranger Ricky. He really was. Yeah. Probably one of the most fantastic people with kids. Close-up magic just was fantastic. He's up and around the Brizzy area now doing work up there. And we had some other, some of our other magic guys also still in and around the area to provide that entertainment. So, look. As I said, 13 shows. There's free flight bird shows. There's Drew playing with cords still.
That's a show in itself, isn't it?
That was a show. That was a 45-minute show that people could buy tickets to. The Croc Show is one of my favourite ones. Love the Croc Show, where you see Big Boss Hog, nearly 5-metre croc, jumping out of the water. In the water you go, oh, it's not that big. It's not that's scary. But until you get the chance to get up, and we have to hook you up, Drew. We'll get you up on top of the platform. We'll hook you up and get you to feed Boss Hog, and then you realise the size of this animal coming out at you to take a piece of chicken. It's
angry.
impressive.
Just,
Yeah.
wow.
I've never met a happy crocodile. They're all pretty angry, I think. So.
Well, I was thinking this morning, because did you see Mick Fanning almost get eaten by a shark last night?
Yeah, that
Live
was
on TV. Have you seen
crazy.
it, Cindy? Live on TV in a surf event in South Africa. I have to say it,
Yeah,
we just saw this monster shark bite his board and almost take him. It would have been the most horrific scene today. And it made me think, sharks for one, when you look at them, they look exactly how the most scariest thing could ever look. Oh, but then there's crocodiles. Actually, I think crocodiles beat that.
That's okay. And look, I think they're just, both, if you look at them as two species, they really haven't, gone through any further evolution because they're almost perfect in their own right. Crocodiles are just your absolute stealth ambush predators that are patient. They will wait weeks before they take down a big prey item, and the sharks are not dissimilar. They'll just go about their business until they find the opportunity, and they haven't changed. It's and I know they create scare factors for a lot of people, but you've also got to be sort of impressed by just the sleekness of their design and the simplicity, and they're perfect for their environment. So,
how many people do you think didn't go on the adventure park purely because it went over the crocodile enclosure?
Oh, look, I would say that none.
Well, wrong, because I'm sitting here and I did not do it in case that broke. I did not want to land up in the enclosure.
Yeah, good point. Goes just over the edge. You can see it from where you are. But no, that high ropes course, and that's another great point, Cindy. The high ropes course is just fantastic. We've now partnered up with Treetops Challenge. They've also got the Mount Tambourine property, and they're operating the one down at Currumbin, and a fantastic adventure for people who want to get down and start swinging through the trees like Tarzan.
Have you done that, Drew? Taken the kids?
No, yeah. Well, that's the problem. I took the kids, so I didn't do it.
Oh, yeah, because they're too little.
It really was a pretty amazing thing.
Yeah.
I didn't really realise just how full on that thing is.
Yeah, no, absolutely, it does. And a lot of people, because it does test you. You don't have to be super duper fit, but when you get off it, you've done some work on a high ropes course. Your legs are feeling it a little bit, and you feel it in the arms. That's only because you're tensing up a lot of the times because you're like, got to hold on super tight. But you're completely hooked on. You're safe. You can never fall off it. Not even if the wire broke, you'd be fine.
Hey, there's a photo opportunity right there. Greg Daven going along with a ukulele over the crocodile enclosure.
See, I love putting the marketing and advertising campaigns together. I don't necessarily like being involved in the front of the camera side of things.
I'm just talking about other things that are going on, touching on your eating at the Wildlife Sanctuary. I see you do the Friday night markets, and they're really popular at the moment. But I see they're starting to do Sunday morning brunches very soon.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's just the evolution of, once again, the local community in this sort of, the Currumbin area, how they support something that gets put on like that. And, it's been fantastic. The Friday markets have been so well received and continues to be supported even during the winter when it's a bit colder and it's easy for people to make an excuse to stay at home. They're still coming out in good numbers to support it. And
helps that you've got the bar there.
Well, it does. Yeah, that's always a good.
Keeps you warm.
Yeah, it's a good excuse to come down.
Although
and
I
have a couple
do
of
think
drinks.
Blue Vine needs to be on the winter menu for drinks.
Well, I'll certainly tell that to the organisers. But Sunday, as you say, starting very shortly, and I think once again it'll be so successful. The few elements of a bit of live music there, but more importantly, the food that goes along with it. So it's and a great chance for people in that local community to come down and meet their friends and family and have a good day. So yeah, it's good.
Drew will be happy. He posted recently how he went to Palm Beach Bakery and bought 4 pies and 4 drinks for $36.
The world's crazy. It's crazy. I was just holding these
the world's
things in 2 hands going, what happened? I thought I was doing a good thing.
The things Drew posts about, but head down to Currumbin Wildlife Sanctuary now on a Sunday morning.
Without sounding like a
it's not
dorky community radio show, what you were just saying there, the Currumbin's changing so quickly for the better.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's really what it is about being a not-for-profit, is that you can you're reinvesting back in yourself and you're forever inventing yourself. But I mean, we've also, like as you touched on, to stay true to what we were, so we don't go too far away from that and become something that we're not. We're very put a lot of attention into that, and I think things like the wildlife hospital and the work that they do there is just it's just fantastic. It's a service to the community that basically you find native wildlife that's injured, bring it in, we'll look after it, rehabilitate it, and get it back out there where it's meant to be in the wild. So
okay, here's a question for a lot of people listening who may not know. I live on an acre of bush just in Currumbin here, and we have resident koalas in our trees.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I love, except for the humping noise they make at about 12 o'clock at night. But they come down onto our driveway and hang out some nights.
Yeah, absolutely. They're mobile. When they're, especially in mating season, they will move around and they will make a lot of noise. So,
but I noticed they're not tagged or...
Yeah, look, some may be. The Gold Coast Council do monitoring programs, and then you'll see there are signs up with a number to call to alert them of them in the area. State government has just turned and said that they're vulnerable species here in southeast Queensland, and that's the first time it's actually been recognised like that. So, it means the work that we do is vital. It's, to keep fixing these animals up when they do come into conflict and getting them back out into the wild again so they can maintain a healthy population. It's one of those things that makes you feel good about going to work and doing the job that you do. So, and then for people who come and visit Currumbin, that's the same thing for them. They can walk away knowing that going to Currumbin means that it's not going to, some anonymous shareholder who's going to get rich out of that. It's going back inside the sanctuary conservation programs, fixing up of the enclosures to keep it relevant for people, keep coming back all the time, and our wildlife hospital. So it's great.
Well, it's great. Hey, it's come to our natural conclusion a little faster than what we wanted it to today because of this thing. Seriously, thanks for coming. It was great to meet you. Good on you, Cindy. I hope you come back again when it's all settled down around here. But you can see where we're going. We by nature, when we do these sit-downs, it gets to about now, and then we really start talking because we've sort of got over the what are we here for sort of deal.
True.
So I wanted to thank you for coming in. We've both got things to do. No doubt you're a busy guy. Cindy, what are you doing today? Hey, listening to tapes? No, you actually work really hard. It's cool to watch you work.
That depends if you're going to be here or not. If you're here, probably nothing.
We have a good laugh.
Whenever Drew's in the office, no work gets done.
We laugh too much. When's the festival?
17th and 18th of October.
Yep.
And then we have Battle of the Buskers on the night of the 17th. Lots of stuff going on this year. We've now got Blinky Bill appearing. Can't get out of
Is that
that
what you
one
call it?
now.
I've
It's
still
on